Ares is often remembered simply as the violent, reckless god of war, the embodiment of bloodlust, chaos, and destruction. In many myths, he is portrayed as unpopular among gods and mortals alike, a figure of raw brutality who lacks the wisdom or strategy of Athena. But this limited portrayal misses the fuller picture of who Ares truly is. Beyond the battlefield frenzy, Ares represents the true nature of war itself. Not just the outward violence, but the deep, emotional, and profoundly human experience that comes with it. Unlike Athena, who symbolizes calculated, disciplined warfare, Ares is war as it is actually lived, immediate, terrifying, and unpredictable. He is not a distant commander orchestrating battle from afar. He is in the thick of the chaos, fighting alongside mortals, wounded by enemies, and moved by the loss of those he loves. This is a god who feels pain, fear, anger, and grief. He embodies the emotional cost of conflict that many gods and people prefer to ignore or suppress. One of the most striking examples of his humanity is found in the Iliad, when his son Ascalaphus is killed in battle. Ares is overcome with grief and prepares to defy Zeus's orders by entering the fight himself to avenge his son. This moment is not fueled by pride or wrath, but by a father's deep sorrow and love. It's a rare glimpse of vulnerability among the Olympians, who often seem detached from mortal suffering. Ares' reaction reminds us that beneath the helmet and spear is a god capable of profound loss. Another myth reveals his protective instincts. When Poseidon's son Helirotheus attempts to assault Ares' daughter Alcippe, Ares kills him in defense. For this act, Ares is put on trial by the gods, the first recorded divine trial in Greek mythology, held on the hill that became the Areopagus, Athens' high court. He is acquitted, signaling that his actions were justified. This story elevates Ares from a figure of mindless violence to one who fiercely protects family and upholds a form of justice. It suggests that his nature includes not just destruction, but defense and even the foundations of law and order. His relationship with Aphrodite offers further insight. More than a mere scandalous affair, their union is deeply symbolic. Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, and Ares, god of war and strife, together produce children who personify fear, Phobos, terror, Deimos, and harmony, Harmonia. This blend of opposing forces shows that Ares embodies the full spectrum of human emotion in conflict. The chaos and the calm, the fear and the courage, the destruction and the possibility of balance. In Sparta, where war was central to society, Ares was not reviled but respected. The Spartans even kept a statue of him bound in chains, not to insult him, but as a symbol of the restraint and control necessary to channel violent energy effectively. They honored him as a god of courage, endurance, and discipline, qualities essential for survival on the battlefield and for maintaining social order. This reverence reflects another aspect of Ares' true nature. He is not just raw fury, but also the ability to face fear and press forward with resolve. Ares' emotional complexity is further reflected in his myths where he is wounded, mocked, or excluded. Unlike other gods who maintain an aura of perfection, Ares is flawed, vulnerable, and impulsive. He acts on passion, sometimes to his detriment. Yet this imperfect nature makes him more relatable, even human. He shows us what it means to confront violence not as a detached observer, but as a participant who suffers, grieves, and loves. Ultimately, Ares represents the lived experience of war. The adrenaline, the fear, the pain, the loss, and the fierce loyalty to those worth fighting for. He does not glorify war as noble or clean. He reveals it as a messy, emotional reality that demands courage and endurance. In this way, Ares is not merely a god of destruction but a god of human struggle itself. To reduce Ares to a symbol of mindless violence is to overlook his essential truth. He embodies war's emotional landscape, its chaos and its heartbreak, its terror and its courage. His true nature is deeply human, passionate, vulnerable, protective, and flawed. And in embracing all of these, Ares stands as a powerful reminder that conflict is not only external but internal, a test of what it means to be alive. That is the god behind the armor and bloodlust. that is Ares,